Hi, I'm Greg. If you're looking for information on setting up an emergency fund, you have come to the right place. I am a CFP professional with over 2 decades of experience in financial services. But more importantly, I've helped hundreds of individuals just like you. Today, we're going to learn about emergency funds. First question is why? Why do you need one? And the answer is this: when a crisis arises, you need to have a plan. When there's a crisis, that's not the time to be breaking the piggy banks or pulling out your pockets looking for spare change to meet the need. You need to have a plan in place. The second reason is protection, and this is protection for you. If you don't have a plan in place, you may be tempted to max out your credit cards, pawn your valuables, which is no good, or take out a high interest loan that will put you in more debt and in a worse situation. So, how much is enough? Typically, 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses is what you need. But there's some items you need to consider. One is job security, if that still exists. Are you highly skilled and irreplaceable? Or are you at the other end of the spectrum where you may have one foot out the door, or you see the writing on the wall and you may not be in that job very much longer? If it's the latter, then you may want to save a little extra. Second consideration is your health. Are you in good health, or is your health fading? Will your health take you out of the workforce anytime soon? If so, you may want to consider saving a little extra. And the last consideration we're going to discuss today is income. This is going to sound a little stereotypical, but typically the higher income you have, the more expenses that you have. So, how are we going to build these cash reserves? I always start with automation, and you're going to hear me talk about that in many of my videos. And the reason why is it helps you create the right habits to build wealth. So if we think about automating how to build your cash reserves, we can think about direct deposit. What that may look like is a percentage of your paycheck goes directly to your checking account, and a percentage goes into your savings account. Or you may have all of it go to your checking account and have a automatic sweep set up that sends money to your savings account on a recurring basis. Another way to build your emergency fund is by examining your spending plan, looking for discretionary spending like eating out, potentially how much you spend on lottery tickets, or shopping on non-essential items. A third item you want to consider is other income sources. This may be alimony. Do you have any assets that creates income? Rental property may be an example there. Or are you willing to take on a side gig to build your cash reserves? Next question we need to answer is, where do you keep these reserves? The short answer is short-term liquid accounts. The key word there is liquid. It does you no good to have your emergency fund in an illiquid account because you need these funds quickly. A couple ideas here are money market accounts, high yield savings accounts. You might even want to consider short-term CDs to earn a little bit more on those funds. I wouldn't put it all in CDs, but you could do a combination of CDs and money market accounts or savings accounts or ladders there. All good ideas, but to make sure that it's liquid so you can get it out when you need it. Quick recap, we talked about why you need an emergency fund, how much you need, ideas on how to build that emergency fund, and also where you should keep that emergency fund For more information like this, visit financeswithgreg.com. You should also go there and sign up for a free e-course on budgeting strategies and some other items that I think you'll really enjoy. But before you go, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I look forward to seeing you at the site.